Today we will discuss about the lesson 3 metals and non-metals. We will revise the questions. First question. Give an example of a metal which is a liquid at room temperature. Which metal is liquid at the room temperature? That is mercury. That is mercury. Mercury is liquid at the room temperature. Name the metal which can be easily cut with a knife. This is sodium. We can cut the sodium with the knife. It is the best conductor of the heat. Which metal is the best conductor of the heat? This is silver. Which metal is a poor conductor of heat? Lead. Lead is the poor conductor of heat. Explain the meaning of malleable and ductile. Malleable. A substance is said to be malleable if it can be beaten into the sheets. If we can beat into the sheets. Example, metals are malleable. Ductile. A substance is said to be ductile if it can be drawn into the wires. If a metal can be drawn into the wires, then this is called the ductile. Metals are ductile. Why is sodium kept immersed in the kerosene oil? Because sodium is highly reactive metal. It is highly reactive metal. It can catch fire even in the presence of oxygen. This is because in contact with the moist air containing carbon dioxide, it is covered with a carbonate layer. Sodium combine with the oxygen. Sodium combine with the oxygen and burn in the presence of the oxygen and form the sodium oxide. Then this sodium oxide combine with the water or moisture, then it form the sodium hydroxide. And then sodium hydroxide combine with the carbon dioxide and form the sodium carbonate layer. Also sodium react with the water. It also directly react with the water. Lot of amount of heat is released. Hence sodium is kept immersed in the kerosene oil. Write equation for the reactions of the iron and steam. Iron is Fe, symbol of the iron is Fe, and steam is hot water, that is H2O. When Fe react with H2O or the steam or the hot water, then it form the irreversible reaction and change into the Fe3O4 and hydrogen gas is released from this. Calcium and potassium with the water. Calcium and potassium react with the water. Then what happen? Then calcium combine with the water form the calcium hydroxide and hydrogen gas is released. And potassium combine with the water and potassium hydroxide is formed and hydrogen gas is released. Similarly, sodium combine with the water and form the NaOH and hydrogen gas is released. When the metal react with the water, then they form the hydrogen gas. Hydroxides are formed. Next question. Samples of the four metal A, B, C and D were taken and added to the following solution one by one. The result obtained have been tabulated as follows. You observe the table here. These are the four metal A, B, C and D. Here iron sulfate, copper sulfate, zinc sulfate and silver sulfate in all of these. Now use the table above to answer following question about metals A, B, C and D. Which is the most reactive metal? B metal. Metal B is most reactive because here no reaction, no reaction, no reaction. Only the B metal react with the iron sulfate and iron is the most reactive in all these four. And here B displace the iron. It means B displace the iron. Here displacement reaction take place and this is the most reactive. B is the most reactive metal. What would you observe if B is added to a solution of copper sulfate? If B is added to the copper sulfate solution, then B will displace copper from copper sulfate solution because B is the highly reactive in this table and it will displace the copper. Now What arrange the metal A, B, C and D in the order of the decreasing reactivity. Here, according to the decreasing order of reactivity, B is more reactive. B is more reactive. Then this also show the displacement reaction. This metal A also show the displacement. It means secondly it is reactive, and then C, because this also show the displacement with the silver nitrate, and here no reaction take place. It means D is least reactive. Metal D is showing no reaction with all these, and hence it is the least reactive in all the four salts. Which gas is produced when dilute hydrochloric acid is added to a reactive metal? Which gas is produced when dilute hydrochloric acid? When dilute hydrochloric acid is added to a reactive metal, any metal, we can add HCl. Then it forms the FeCl3 and hydrogen gas. When a metal reacts with acid, any acid, whether H2SO4, HNO3 and HCl, with all these acids, any metal, they will give the hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas is released. Hydrogen gas is produced when dilute hydrochloric acid is added to a reactive metal. Here the reaction is showing with the H2SO4. What would you observe when zinc is added to a solution of iron sulfate? When zinc is added to the iron sulfate, write the chemical reaction that take place. Then zinc is the more reactive than the iron. Then it will displace the iron and form the zinc sulfate, and iron is displaced from here. When zinc is added to a solution of iron sulfate, it will displace iron from it, and light blue color of the solution gradually faded away and form the zinc sulfate, and iron is displaced from here. Now next question. Write the electron dot structure for the sodium, oxygen and magnesium. If you know about the atomic number, then sodium atomic number is 11 and its electronic configuration is 2, 8 and 1. Here 1 is the extra valence electron and valency of sodium is 1. It is sodium ion. Then here thus you can write dot or cross. Dot or cross. This is the electron dot structure of the sodium. Now show oxygen. Oxygen atomic number is 8 and its electronic configuration is 2 and 6. 2 and 6. Here oxygen can gain 2 electrons to attain the octet or complete its octet. Oxygen needs 2 electrons and its valency is 2 minus 1. Then oxygen showing its dot structure, or you can show like this: oxygen double bond oxygen, and sodium dot dot and form the sodium single bond sodium. Now magnesium. Magnesium is at the 12. Atomic number is 12. Its electronic configuration is 2, 8 and 2. It means it form the Mg2 positive ion. Then it combine with the, it has the 2 extra valence electron. It can lose the 2 electron. Next part is show the formation of Na2 and MgO by the transfer of electron. Na2O. Here sodium atomic number is 11 and its electronic configuration is 2, 8 and 1. Here sodium is 2 atom. In one molecule 2 atom. Sodium 11, then 2, 8, 1. And oxygen atomic number is 8 and its electronic configuration is 2 and 6. And in the sodium it can lose this 1 electron because in the outermost shell there is 1 valence electron. This sodium also lose 1 electron because in the outermost shell, one extra electron is there, it can lose the one electron. Here the octet is complete. In oxygen, it will gain 2 electrons to attain its octet or attain the octet, and it will gain the 2 electron. Then the structure formed is sodium. You can write the cross or dot, and one more sodium and oxygen. Oxygen can gain 2 electron, and then it form the structure like this: Na, Na and O. This is the electron transfer or dot structure of the Na2O. Now magnesium oxide. Magnesium oxide. Here the magnesium atomic number is 12 and its electronic configuration is 2, 8 and 2. It will lose 2 electrons and form the magnesium 2 plus ion, and its octet here is complete. Now oxygen atomic number is 8 and its electronic configuration is 2 and 6, and it will gain 2 electrons to complete its octet. Here oxygen 2 minus ion is formed. Now Mg can lose 2 electrons and oxygen can gain 2 electrons. This will be the dot structure or electron transfer structure of the MgO. Next part is, what are the ions present in these compounds? Here in the magnesium, magnesium ion; in the oxygen, oxygen ion; in the sodium, sodium ion present; and in the sodium, sodium ion present; in the oxygen, oxygen ion present. Next question, why do ionic compound have high melting points? In ionic compound, there are strong electrostatic force of attraction between a positively charged ion, and a considerable amount of energy is required to break the strong interionic attraction. These ionic compounds have ion, and these ions are related with the electrostatic force of attraction. These ions are combined with the strong electrostatic force of attraction, and that's why they have high melting point. They need high energy to break down these strong force of attraction. Now define the term minerals, ores and gangue. Minerals, the compounds of the element occurring in the earth crust. The compounds of the elements occurring in the earth crust which are associated with the earthy impurities are called the minerals. These are found on the earth crust. Ore, an ore is a mineral. It is the form of the mineral from which metal can be extracted conveniently and economically. Gangue, these are the impurities or the sand, limestone, rock, etc. associated with the minerals, because minerals are in the raw form and they are found on the earth crust. From the mineral ore are extracted, and during extraction some impurities are removing from this, and these impurities are called the gangue. Name two metals which are found in the nature in the free state: gold and platinum. They always are in the free state. They are non-reactive. What chemical process is used for obtaining a metal from its oxide? Reduction process. Next question. Metallic oxides of zinc, magnesium and copper were heated with the following metal. Metal are zinc oxide, magnesium oxide, copper oxide, and these are heated with the zinc, magnesium and copper. In which case will you find displacement reaction take place? According to the reactivity series, first write down the metal. Zinc react with the zinc oxide, zinc react with the magnesium oxide, zinc react with the copper oxide. Here no reaction because both are the same metal. Now the zinc. Zinc is less reactive than the magnesium in the reactivity series, as magnesium is more reactive than the zinc. Then also no reaction here because zinc will not displace the magnesium. Now zinc is more reactive than the copper. Copper is less reactive, then it will displace the copper and form the zinc oxide, and copper will displace from here. Displacement reaction take place. Now the magnesium. Magnesium react with zinc oxide, magnesium react with magnesium oxide, and magnesium react with copper oxide. Then magnesium and zinc. Magnesium is more reactive than the zinc, then it will displace the zinc and form the magnesium oxide. And here both the elements are same, then no reaction will take place. And here magnesium is more reactive. Magnesium is more reactive than the copper. It will displace this and form the magnesium oxide, and copper will display from here. Now next is copper. Copper react with the zinc oxide, copper react with the magnesium oxide, copper react with the copper oxide. Here no reaction because both the elements are same. Here copper is the least reactive than the zinc and magnesium. It means no reaction here. In all these, no reaction will take place because copper is least reactive. Now we will see the answer. Zinc oxide, no reaction. Magnesium oxide, no reaction, and it will form the displacement reaction, and zinc oxide is formed and copper will displace. In the magnesium, displacement reaction take place. Magnesium displace the zinc. Next no reaction take place, and again displacement reaction take place. With the copper, in all the three no reaction take place. Which metal do not corrode easily? The metal which are not attacked by the air and moisture. Which are not attacked by the air and moisture do not corrode easily. What are alloys? Alloys. These are the homogeneous mixture of two or more metals or metals and non-metals. Now next question. Which of the following pair will give displacement reaction? NaCl solution and copper metal. Copper metal and NaCl solution, and aluminium metal and MgCl2 solution, silver metal and FeSO4 solution, and copper metal plus AgNO3 solution. Here look at the table again, and this copper is less reactive than the sodium because potassium and sodium are highly reactive. Then it will mean no reaction. With aluminium and magnesium is more reactive. It will not displace, no reaction. Ag plus FeSO4. Ag is less reactive. Fe is more reactive, no reaction. Copper is more reactive than the Ag. Then it will displace the Ag and form the copper nitrate, and Ag is or silver is will be displaced from here. So that answer is D. AgNO3 solution and copper metal displacement reaction will take place. Which of the following method is suitable for preventing an iron frying pan from rusting? Applying grease? No, it will mix into the food. Applying paint? No, it will mix in the food and make the food poisonous. Applying a coating of the zinc? All of the above. This C will be the answer. Applying a coating of the zinc. There will be the coating of the zinc on the iron frying pan. An element reacts with oxygen to give a compound with high melting point. This compound is also soluble in water. This element is likely to be calcium, carbon, silicon, iron. This will be the calcium.